everyone. Today's video, I'm going to go ahead and show you that not all black gel polish is created equal here. There are differences in opacity and also the way the colors lean, whether they lean brown or blue, more gray. Let's get started. Over the past couple of years in my search for the perfect black, my perfect black is one that is pretty much opaque in 2 coats. I don't usually like to use more than 2 coats of gel polish on my nails. I don't like that too thick look on my nails. So opaque in 2 coats. Also no shrink back. I hate fighting shrink back. If it pulls away from the tips and the cuticles while I'm, trying to paint the nails, and that's just a big pain that I don't need. And also one that doesn't wrinkle, because some of these are more opaque than others. If you do not apply thin coats, they can wrinkle on you. So here I have Gelish Black Shadow, Ink Blackout, Orly Liquid Vinyl, Red Carpet Manicure Black Stretch Limo, Couture Little Black Dress, Gel 2 Midnight Black, and last but not least, Lachat Black Velvet. And I've put them in order of opacity, the least more sheer down on this end and more opaque down on this end. As you can see, the Gelish is my least black of all the polishes that I have up here. And again, this is 1 coat each. I wanted to show you what that looked like with 1 coat before I apply another one. And this definitely leans more in the brown range, at least in the first coat it does. With the ink, this one has a slight bluish tint to it. Also the ink, for some reason, they put a slight shimmer in it, which I don't like. This is a great color for soaking off. It soaks off in like 5 minutes, but I don't like that shimmer in the black. This again is my search for the perfect black cream. The Orly Liquid Vinyl is more of a true black, but it still is not very opaque in 1 coat. Red Carpet Manicure, I would say that this one and the Orly are almost identical in opacity and the way the color leans. And, well, maybe not so much. Actually, I think the Red Carpet Manicure leans more on the brownish side than the Orly. Couture Little Black Dress. This is more of a true black. Also, as you can see, it's a little more opaque than the other ones. And this was my go-to color until I discovered the Lachat. Also with the Couture, that's a very easy soak-off as well. Gel 2 Midnight Black. Before I found the Lachat, this is probably the most opaque color that I found. And the only drawback with this is the Gel 2 color, since it's got the gel base pretty much already built into the polish, it's a little more difficult to soak off. Also, one weird thing that I came across is my second bottle of Gel 2. I had a lot of problems with shrink back from the tips and around my cuticles, and so that's why I stopped using that brand and went in search of another. And that's when I came across the Lachat Black Velvet. Now, as you can see on this swatch stick, it is completely opaque, and this is 1 thin coat. You do have to be very, very careful with this particular brand, because if you don't do those thin coats, you're going to get wrinkling because it is so pigmented. But as long as you do that, you won't have any problems with this brand. It is thicker than the other brands. So you do, again, just be sure you get the thinness on the coats and you should be good. So there's the swatches with the one coat. I'm going to pause the video here. I'm going to put one more coat on each of the swatch sticks so you can see what they look like with two coats. Alright, so I have a second coat of the black on each of the swatch sticks, and as you can see with the gelish, it is still pretty transparent, and you can still catch a little bit of that brown that it leans towards. The ink, again, it's not 100% opaque, but it's still better than the gelish. And again, it has that blue lean to it. And you can actually, you probably can't see in the video, but even more so, you can pick out that shimmer in there to me than even just the one coat. The Orly liquid vinyl is almost opaque, not 100%. The reason why I do not like the Orly is I have horrible soak-offs with the Orly. I've yet to find one that doesn't take forever to soak off. Even the Orly Shine and Luxe, the silver and gold glitters, I have a pretty tough time soaking those off. The Red Carpet Manicure Black Stretch Limo, that one is also almost completely opaque. A little bit of transparency in there still, but again, that's a good one to work with. I believe that Red Carpet Manicure is manufactured by Gelish. It's basically the same company, if I remember reading correctly, which makes it all the more kind of strange that this is more of a true black as opposed to the Gelish Black Shadow, which is more brownish black. The Couture, again, that one is opaque in two coats. And again, this one has great soak-offs, about maybe 5, 7, 8 minutes for a soak-off. This is a good brand to work with. The Gel 2, again, completely opaque in two coats. A little bit tougher soak-offs with this one, and again, I had the trouble with the shrink back, so that's why I moved on to the Le Chat. And again, that you can get away with one coat with the Le Chat, as I showed earlier, and that's why this is my preferred. So if I wanted to do just one coat, it would be opaque in the one coat. I like the application. I like their formula. There's almost zero shrink back with the Le Chat. The ones that I had the worst shrink back with was my second bottle of Gel 2. The first bottle applied quite nicely. Ink has shrink back. The Gelish in this particular bottle is horrible. I don't even know why I hang on to this one. Now keep in mind, this was when I first started getting into gel polish, which is over 2 years ago, so it's possible that they have changed their formula. I just don't like this particular bottle of it. And again, I had shrink back issues with the Orly, and again, my preference is not to go with them simply because of the soak-offs. Now, that's what's happened with me. That might not necessarily be the result for other people, so don't discount this just because I've had horrible soak-offs. And I remember having good results with the Red Carpet Manicure. I haven't used it in a while, but again, I moved on because I just like the opacity that I get with the Le Chat. So as you can see, when you get two coats, you really don't see a difference in most of them from about the Orly on. The ink and the Gelish are still kind of transparent with the two coats. So I hope that's given you an idea if you decide that you're going to be purchasing some black gel polish here. I hope it was helpful, and until next time, I will see you later.